Well, hello, good afternoon. And I know what you're thinking. You're looking around at all of this and you're thinking, where is he? Where is Dev? Is he in Saint-Tropez? Is he in Tenerife? No, I'm on the sunny south coast of England. We are in glorious Bournemouth and hours away now from a belter of a night of championship boxing. This Saturday, the return of the unbeaten European champion Ryan the Piranha Garner. He is back stalking the shores of Bournemouth. He wants to add British and Commonwealth titles to his belt collection. But waiting for him in those deep, deep waters with dynamite in his fists is Reece Bellotti. It is very simply one of the most violent fights that you can make in the Super-Featherweight division today. Today they are going to weigh in, they're going to face off for the final time. I'm not sure there'll be any verbals, but I think there's a growing tension in the air. He knows, he's bang up for it, we're all bang up for it. And the question heading into Saturday is very simply, is it feeding time for the Piranha, or will the Bomber blow him out the water? Be sure to find out. Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any sweeter, look who I've got with me, Sugar Boy Roy Royston Barney-Smith. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Dev, I'm doing good. Thanks for the intro, yep. I do like it.
You're a sweet young man, right?
Trying to be,
yeah.
Trying to be. But what a great show we're having here in Bournemouth, and I can't wait to see where everyone looks on the scales.
Do you know what? It is a great show. It's a brilliant show, and we're going to talk about the show. They're all going to weigh in very shortly. Do you know what? I was hoping to see you on here. You were scheduled to fight Danny Quartermain. Big step-up fight for you on this show tomorrow night. What happened?
Well, I picked up an injury via sparring, and it happened as boxing at the end of the day, but I would have loved to have been on this card. It was going to be a major breakout performance for me, but it still is going to be. We've rescheduled it now, so hopefully that stays on track and everything goes full steam ahead. So you're still looking to fight Danny Quartermain next? That's still very much the plan? That's the plan, and that's what's going ahead. We should be fighting again in October, sometime in October. That's what I've just been told, and can't wait for a cracking night.
Good. Well, listen, tomorrow night is not about you, unfortunately. But it's about a man that you know very, very well. You grew up knowing Ryan Garner. You sparred him when you were like 16 years old, similar sort of area. It's the biggest fight of his career. It's the step up. It's Reece Bellotti. What are you thinking on this one?
I think it's a very entertaining fight. Two good styles where it's a fan. It appeals to a lot of fans. They don't come to shy away and run around. They do get stuck in and go toe to toe. So I think tomorrow night, hopefully the younger man wins, who's got a little bit more in the tank. But you can't count out Reece Bellotti. He also is a very seasoned pro. He's been there. He has done it, and I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be entertaining, especially for me, personally, because it's in my weight. It's the biggest thing happening in England at the minute in my weight division, and it'll be good to watch. Yeah, that is interesting, because I wasn't going to go there straight away with the whole Royston maybe against Garner one day, but you did it this time. You did it for me. So whilst you are younger, you're 21 years old, Ryan Garner's 27, Bellotti's 34. But you are keeping a bit of an eye on what happens here, right? Yes, sure. It's got all the belts what everyone dreamed of: the British, European, Commonwealth, a WBC International, and another belt as well. It's such a good win for the fighters, whoever wins, because it puts them on the platform of being there for maybe a world title next or an eliminator. So I have to keep my eye on that, even though it's still a bit far away, but not too far. It's where my next fight, if I win that, then I push on for another fight after. Then I'm in the mix. I'm in the shout then, and that's hopefully what's going to happen. Well, the other belt that you mentioned is indeed the European title. There's 4 belts on the line. It's a brilliant fight. It's such a violent fight. One of the best fights that could be made, I think, in the super featherweight division. I was speaking to Reece Bellotti yesterday, and he said he has been watching a bit of Ryan Garner, and he says it's a little bit like looking in a mirror. What's it like fighting the man in the mirror? Well, the way when you always do a bit of shadow boxing in the mirror, you always get it, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But I can see what he's saying. Like, they do come to fight, they do throw a lot of punches, and I can't wait to watch it. I think it's going to be a very, very exciting show tomorrow night. And on Ryan, he seems to be leading the way for boxing on the south coast right now. You're coming up behind him as well. There's Louis Edmondson as well, but Ryan seems to be the shining star. Is he a guy that you're kind of looking up to lead the way, or is this a guy that you're just kind of looking at like, yeah, I'll fight you soon? A bit of both, personally. It is a bit of both, where he is in my weight division, we're from the same area. He's a little bit further on in his career than me, but I think that's only an age thing, where I turned pro 18, he did also. We've both started off very in similar in age, but he's a bit older than me. So I would love him to win all these bouts on Saturday night, but also I will be coming one day, and it might actually happen, me and him having a fight in Southampton Football Stadium.
Oh, now you're talking my language. Well, listen, there's a lot of hungry fighters here. They are itching, they are ready to get on the scales. Let's head over to Thomas Treiber. Let's get this weigh-in underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for Peer Pressure. A great night of championship boxing tomorrow from the Bournemouth International Center. It is being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, in association with Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, along with their great sponsors, Riot Season, 32 Red, Unibet, That Prize Guy, and Global Next Trade. A big thanks to those great sponsors. A reminder, this great event will be shown live worldwide on DAZN. Let's now get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round Super-Featherweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Callao, Peru. He brings a professional record of 18 wins, 21 defeats, 1 draw, 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Cesar Zordo Ignacio Paredes.
Actually, Royston, this was your last opponent, so what can you tell us? He was a bit of a handful, right?
I wouldn't say as much as that, Dev, but he is decent. He's definitely a durable and well tough man, and it'd be a good
130.6 for Cesar Zordo Ignacio Paredes. Now we will welcome to the scale from Benfleet, Essex, England. He had a stellar amateur career, becoming a 5-time national champion, and now as a professional is undefeated with 1 victory. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Frankie Wood.
Well, here is the 6-time national amateur champion Frankie Wood ahead of fight number 2 Saturday night.
130.7 for Frankie Wood.
He's a good talent, is Frankie Wood. He's trained by Al Smith out of the iBox gym. Been banking plenty of rounds with Charlie Senior. But yeah, you were talking about the opponent. Not a handful, was a handful, he's decent. What are you saying, Royston? He's the last man that you boxed.
He's a very durable man. It's a very good fight for Frankie Wood, and it'll be a good one to watch.
It should be very interesting indeed. Very talented amateur Frankie Wood. It's been about 9 months since we've seen him in the ring. He's had a few issues, but very much back on track and looking to make a statement tomorrow evening. And it will be a statement against the tough, as Royston
Once
Barney
again,
says,
ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a 4-round super featherweight contest.
They're getting these done pretty quick, aren't they?
Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round welterweight contest. Let's first welcome from Vaslui, Romania, a veteran of 100 professional bouts. Here is Octavian Grati.
Well, you heard it there, Royston. 100 professional bouts. Are you going to have 100 professional bouts?
Hopefully not, but definitely he does know he's around his way around the ring for 100.
151.7 for Octavian Gallardo. Now we will welcome to the scale from Maidstone, Kent, England, undefeated with 4 wins. 1 win comes by way of knockout. Here is Mason Payne. 154.5 for the undefeated Mason Payne.
Well, it'll be number 5 for Mason Payne. He'll be looking to bring the pain in Bournemouth. Let's see if he can get the job done. 4-0 so far, picked up a stoppage in his last fight. It's a Maidstone youngster, trains alongside Charlie Hickford, and trained, of course, by Dan Woolwich. This is a tough opponent he's in with, a tough nut to crack. He's taken guys like Lewis Crocker the distance, Constantine Ursu, Louis Green.
Yeah, for sure. He's had 100 fights. He knows what it's about, and he will be looking to try and get through the fight. But hopefully Mason does bring the pain.
Once again, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round welterweight contest.
You liked that one, didn't you? Mason bringing the pain up.
I did like that one.
Sort of smirked.
Our next 2 fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super middleweight contest. Brought to you in association with Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Sapljina, Bosnia and Herzegovina. His professional record, 15 wins, 15 defeats, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Zedenko Boule.
Well, here is the 23-year-old Croatian living in Bosnia, Zedenko Boule. He'll be taking on Taylor Bevan tomorrow evening.
170.4 for Zedenko Boule.
Does he fight for match?
Now we welcome to the scale from Southampton, England, a stellar amateur, now undefeated as a professional with 4 wins, all 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Taylor Bevan.
Well, it's been 4 fights, 4 wins, 4 knockouts so far for Taylor Bevan, the amateur starlet. Fight number 5 tomorrow evening.
169.7 for the undefeated Taylor Bevan.
Well, as you said to me, Royston, you said, is that a Matchroom fighter? It is indeed, and it points to this brilliant growing relationship between Queensberry and Matchroom that Queensberry have got a show on the South Coast. Taylor Bevan's from the South Coast. Any room on the card? Yes, there is. Here is Taylor Bevan. So he's a great talent, Royston.
For sure, he's definitely showing it in the pro career. He's had 4 fights and stopped all 4. So
once again, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super middleweight contest.
Well, we do look forward to seeing Taylor Bevan's 5th fight live on DAZN tomorrow evening from Bournemouth.
Our next 2 fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round bantamweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale from Ciudad Neza, Mexico. His professional record, 3 wins, 7 defeats, 1 draw, 1 win coming by way of knockout. Here is Brandon Gallardo.
Well, Brandon Gallardo is the man who will be taking on Hassan Ishach on his professional debut.
124.1 for Brandon Gallardo. Now we welcome to the scale from Slough, England, a stellar amateur, becoming a 2-time national champion, and now, tomorrow, he makes his highly anticipated professional boxing debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Hassan Shooter Ishach.
Well, this is a hugely anticipated professional debut tomorrow evening for Hassan Shooter Ishach. Done plenty in the amateurs, hits very hard. He's also got a very cute defence, so looking forward to seeing what he's like.
123.2 for Hassan Shooter Ishach.
Well, listen, Royston, you only get one professional debut. What do you think's going through Hassan's mind at the moment?
He just can't wait to get in there now and show everything what he's been working on in the gym, what's he been doing in sparring, and he just wants to showcase all his talent for everyone out in the world and make sure he puts on a great performance.
Well, he looks in shape from everything I can see. Actually saw him in the hotel gym last night with his trainer and manager H. Plenty of fanfare around him. Every time I see H, he says, "Dev, I've got one. I've got one. This is the kid. He's going to come to Frank. You wait and see." Well, let's wait and see tomorrow evening. This is the first face-off in the professional career of Hassan Ishach. Bit of a height advantage there, Royston.
Yeah, for sure. But sometimes that's a trickier thing. But hopefully that he, as you've been saying, he's got one. Hopefully he comes out.
Once again, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round bantamweight contest.
They're making plenty of noise around him in Slough. When he turned over as a professional, there was a kind of launch event where he had Hamza Shiraz there, Adam Azim. He was getting messages from Anthony Joshua. Plenty of fanfare, plenty of hype. Let's see if he delivers tomorrow night.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest. It is a eliminator for the British Championship and also will be for the Midlands Area Super Welterweight Championship. We will first welcome to the scale the challenger from Northampton, England, a stellar amateur, now undefeated as a professional with 10 wins, 3 of his 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome Carl, the Chosen One, Phil.
Well, this is the step up that the Chosen One, Carl Fowl, has been crying out for. Big opportunity for him tomorrow evening.
153.9 for the challenger, Carl, the Chosen One, Phil. Now we will welcome to the scale the defending champion. From Coventry, West Midlands, England, he is undefeated with 9 wins. 6 of his 9 wins come by way of knockout. Let's welcome the reigning and defending Midlands Area champion, Amir, the Kurdish Knockout King, Abubaker.
Well, here is the Kurdish Knockout King, unbeaten so far in his career and carries plenty of pop. Has already taken the unbeaten records of 2 fighters in his last 2 fights by stoppage.
I think he's
153.6 for the defending champion, Amir, the Kurdish Knockout King, Abubaker.
I think for sure he's, if that is the case, he's stopped the last 2 undefeated fighters, then his nickname does hold some weight there.
Yeah, the Kurdish Knockout King. Well, this is unbeaten versus unbeaten. Midlands Area title on the line and a British title eliminator. As Carl Fowl is on the stage, smirking, no doubt excited to be back in the ring. It's been a bit of a hiatus. He's had a few issues he's had to resolve, but one half of the Fowl twins is back. Done so much as an amateur, 2-time European silver medalist. You must have heard the name on the rounds, Royston.
Definitely, GB athlete, GB podium boxer. He has got the pedigree there behind him, and I think this will match up to be a good fight for an eliminator for the British title.
He's got the pedigree, he's got that amateur nous, but has he got what it takes to stand up to the power of the Kurdish Knockout
Once
King?
again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a 10-round contest. It is a eliminator for the British title, and it will be for the Midlands Area Super Welterweight Championship.
Cracking fight that is tomorrow evening, live on DAZN.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super flyweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. His professional record consists of 16 wins, 9 defeats, 3 draws, 7 of his 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Charles Tongo.
Well, he's a 26-year-old southpaw from Tanzania. You may even remember him from a fight with Dennis McCann a few years back for the WBO Youth title. He's a tough, tough man.
116.5 for Charles Tongo. And now we will welcome to the scale from London, England. His professional record, 10 wins, just 1 defeat. 3 of his 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Tony Lightning Curtis Jr.
Well, what a moment this is for Tony Curtis Jr. As you can see, they're flanked by Roy Jones Jr. UK debut tomorrow evening.
114.8 for Tony Lightning Curtis Jr.
I'll tell you, Royston, there's not many 19-year-olds that have already had 11 fights. He turned pro at 16, went to Mexico for his debut. He's boxed all over the world. It's some story.
Definitely, for being only 19, 12 fights, that is a fair statement already, and also sell them sunglasses. But I do think it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good learning curve for him, boxing on English soil finally, and he'll definitely, hopefully, show his class.
Once again, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super flyweight contest.
Well, the plan with Tony Curtis Jr., he spoke very well at the press conference, as did Roy Jones, talking about how he wants to become a multi-weight world champion. He's already boxed all over the world. Let's see how he gets on in the UK tomorrow evening, live on DAZN.
And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to recognize, joining us here today, one of the greatest fighters in history. Legendary Hall of Famer Roy Jones Jr.
Great ovation here for Roy Jones Jr. Rightly so. You've got to recognise the greatness in the room. Royston, I thought you were going to get up for a minute there when he started saying that.
I wish to be like him one day. He's a great fighter, a multi-weight world champion, one of the legends in the sport, and I would love to strive to be the same way he is.
Absolutely. Great to have Roy Jones here.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in our co-main event. It is scheduled for 10 rounds. It will be for the vacant WBC International Cruiserweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale from Bromley, Kent, England. His professional record, 18 wins, just 2 defeats, 7 wins, coming by way of knockout. He is a former Ring Magazine challenger and former WBO European Cruiserweight champion. Here is Ellis Zorro!
Well, this is a super intriguing Cruiserweight crossroads fight. The return of Ellis Zorro against Aloys.
198.6 for Ellis Zorro. Now to the scale from London, England. His professional record, 10 wins, just 1 defeat. 9 of his 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the current Commonwealth and WBA Continental Cruiserweight champion. Here is Aloys, the Animal Junior.
Well, he is one of the fastest rising prospects in world boxing right now. Has everything about him, has the punch, has the look, and he knows it. Let's see if he's made weight.
Come on, don't ever say that again.
199.3 for Aloys, the Animal Junior.
I love that. We questioned, has he made the weight? He shouted out to me, come on, Dev, never say that again, and then called out his weight. That is a bit of star power. You know Aloys Junior. You train with him,
I know him very well. He took this fight with open hands. He took my slot on this. They said straight away, do you want to fight Ellis Zorro? I said yes, not a problem. Get me in there. And he's raring to go, and as you can see on the scales, he's come here, he's prepared for this fight properly, and I can't wait to watch it unfold.
And this one is just bubbling up a little bit. It was a kind of feisty press conference between the pair yesterday. Ellis Zorro didn't really want to get drawn in, but Aloys made a couple of comments there that just got his attention, and I wonder if security will be needed here. It might boil over, but Ellis is a pretty cool guy.
he does do that in the gym as well. While you're sparring, he will get underneath your skin, but if you can back up the same way he can, I don't think you have a problem with that.
Well, he is talking to him. He is an antagonist, the animal Aloys Junior. But this is a step up in level for him. Ellis has boxed against Jai Opataya, but also, notably, done plenty of rounds with Chev Clark, where it didn't go his way that night. But he's
once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event tomorrow. 10 rounds scheduled for the vacant WBC International Cruiserweight Championship.
Such a good fight, this one, Royston. This is just a stunning co-main event tomorrow evening. And Aloys, from everything you've seen in the gym, I mean, he looks ready up there. What can you tell us?
I can say he's raring to go. This is probably one of the best mindsets I've ever seen him in. He's been flying lately. He's been putting on some devastating performances, and I think he's going to roll through on Saturday night and show the same things.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tomorrow, scheduled 12 rounds, and it will be for the EBU European, the WBC International, the British and Commonwealth Super-Featherweight Championships. Brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, in association with Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from South Oxy, Watford, England. His professional record, 20 wins, 5 defeats, 15 of his 20 wins coming by way of knockout tomorrow. He is the reigning and defending British and Commonwealth Super Featherweight Champion, Reece the Bomber Bellotti!
Well, here is Reece Bomber Bellotti. He is the British and Commonwealth champion, got dynamite in his fists, really carries some punch power, and is on quite the streak. 6 wins in a row, including unbeaten fighters. Royston, this is a proper fight, this.
This is a mega fight. This is for all the marbles in British boxing. So whoever comes out on top is the champion.
Let's see, they're just having a look. The watch has come off. Needs to make £130.
129.6 for Reece the Bomber Bellotti!
No problem at all. Once the watch came off, he was fine.
He was on way.
Now we welcome to the scale from Southampton, England. Undefeated with 17 wins, 8 of his 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Tomorrow, he will be the reigning and defending EBU, European, and WBC International Super Featherweight Champion. Here is Ryan the Piranha Garner!
Well, tremendous ovation here for Ryan Garner. The Piranha has started to really garner some attention in British boxing.
129.5 for Ryan the Piranha Garner!
So both fighters make weight, Royston. We have a fight tomorrow night.
We have a massive fight tomorrow night for British boxing, because this is for everything. This is for the British, Commonwealth,
you can see
and
them.
European.
Look at the belts. Look at the belts. I'm hoping that you will be able to see the belts very shortly, and they're actually in the hands of the Saints legend James Beattie, who has joined us on stage. Hopefully we'll grab a chat with him shortly afterwards. But of course, Ryan Garner's dream is to fight at St Mary's. He is Southampton crazy. He's been doing press conferences there. He's been getting on the pitch with his opponents. One day he wants to fight there, hence James Beattie being around as well. But Reece Bomber Bellotti standing in his way tomorrow evening. Royston, this could be a firefight. Stylistically, this has to gel.
Definitely, for sure. They've had a lot of fights. There's a lot of stoppages between them. They're more than 50-50 stoppages on paper. This is going to be an absolute cracker of a fight.
The build-up has been pretty friendly. They're both very nice guys, family men.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event tomorrow. 12 rounds scheduled for the EBU European, WBC International, British and Commonwealth Super Featherweight Championships.
And
ladies and gentlemen, we're honored to have with us here today legendary footballer from Southampton, James Beattie.
What? Well, that was interesting. We've got Aloys Junior with us, who's of course in the biggest fight of his life tomorrow. Thanks for telling me the weight up there. Never a doubt of you missing weight, Aloys.
You said like, oh, maybe. Let's see if you made it. Come on, man. You can't do that with me.
No, it's a good thing. You're just saying you look big for the weight.
Yeah,
right?
I hear it. I'm big and strong, and Ellis Zorro is going to be scared and timid. You know.
So Ellis,
Ellis,
you're the other one, aren't you?
Ellis
You're
in
the
your
other one.
life.
He's the other one. He's the
Don't
other
ever
one.
call me Ellis in your life.
So, listen, you have faced off with Ellis for the final time now. You've had to do it a couple of times this week. Are you seeing anything in his eyes, Aloys?
Yes, I am actually seeing things in his eyes. Like in front of me, his face is shaking. You know, from what I've understood, like he is trembling in fear and he's trying to mask it, basically. And trust me, you see something with me, right? You can talk the talk before you get into that ring, but when you see me in all black in the ring, it's a different story. I really come with that energy.
He's boxed at a good level. Look,
I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be kid friendly today. I don't give a damn.
So you're saying he talks the talk, but he cannot walk the walk.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well said.
I like it.
So the plan tomorrow night for you: get in there, walk the walk, get a new belt, and walk out, right?
Greatness only.
Are you going to wear the crown again?
Oh, come on, man. A king always has his crown on, no?
Good. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Best of luck to you, Aloys
No luck needed.
Junior. And we're not going to call him Ellis Zorro ever again, are we? No. Oh, goodness me. That was close.
You nearly got it there.
That was close.
I would
Royston,
have to save you.
would you have saved me?
I would have saved you.
Yeah, thank you. Look, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We're going to bring in James Beattie. Come on, James Beattie. This is great. Listen, a Premier League football legend, a Southampton legend. Nice to see you, James.
Nice to see you.
Have you ever been up on a stage holding 4 belts before, like your Alexander Usyk?
No, I actually did quite well there, didn't I? I had 4 belts within about 30 minutes of arriving, so that was good.
They
You
are
rocked up and done the job. Forget about the box.
they're deceptively heavy, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they were. I was hoping it wasn't going to be too much longer because my arms were starting to shake. But yeah, it was. I mean, a great opportunity and privilege to be able to do something like that.
So Ryan Garner, he's a kid that you know well, right? I mean, I think you're going to be part of the ring walk maybe tomorrow evening. You're going to be there, right?
I don't know about that, but maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Listen, we're going to bring in Ryan Garner to come in for a chat as well. Ryan. Look at this. Look at Southampton in the house here.
Two Southampton legends, mate.
Repping hard.
So, Ryan's dream is to fight at St Mary's. That would be such a big night for Southampton, right?
It'd be a massive night for Southampton. But me and Ryan have had conversations where you just got to take each match as it comes, or each fight as it comes. The dreams are always there, but you've got to take care of business. What's in front of you, and what's in front of Ryan is tomorrow night.
It's like one match at a time, one fight at a time, one of those.
Like you say, I can't look past Reece first. Got to get through him. I'm confident, mate. I feel good, so get through this, and then one step closer to St Mary's. Like you say, everyone from Southampton, they're all behind me, the club's behind me, so I just got to deliver now.
It must feel real though, like every time we've been doing press conferences at St Mary's, you've been on the pitch doing everything but fighting, and now you've got legends like James Beattie coming around holding belts in between.
Yeah.
It's getting close, Ryan.
It's getting closer, mate. It's written in the stars, do you know what I mean? It's destiny, and I believe it will happen, mate. I just got to keep performing, and I know I will. Come tomorrow night, I'll put on a big statement, and then we're one step closer.
And Royston, he wants to fight you one day at St Mary's.
Yeah,
That could be fun, couldn't it?
Could happen.
Exactly, it could
Very
be.
well
That's one of the fights there.
I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow
thank you,
night.
Wilson.
Hopefully you bring it home and
Cheers,
get the
mate.
job done for
Cheers, mate.
Southampton.
Nah, appreciate it, mate.
Good stuff, Ryan. We're going to let you go. Go do what
man.
you need to
Go
do.
fuel
and
up.
Best of luck to you
That's
tomorrow
thirsty,
evening.
yeah.
James,
Nice, cheers, Dave.
Top man. James, one final thing. From the kind of Southampton perspective, you're seeing Ryan Garner come through. He's kind of leading the way for South Coast boxing. How good is he, and how big is he becoming around here?
Yeah, I mean, as you'll have interviewed him a lot of times, he's very humble, but his focus is razor sharp. I've been down to his gym a few times, and like he said, the momentum behind him is growing, and we want to continue that. And the way he'll do that is by being himself, as humble as he is, but by working as hard as he does. and then being successful in the fights, and you know, that support will grow because of his ability in boxing, but also because of how he is as a human.
And on the James Beattie side of things, look, everyone's fighting these days. Everyone having fights, boxing, misfits and whatnot. Anyone you fancy out there having a scrap with? Any ex-footballers? Anyone annoy you in the day?
No one can annoy me. I've been offered a few sort of white collar ones for charity, but the opponents that were put forward were sort of boxers.
Right.
So my mates have said to me,
that's definitely not fair. That's
not fair, is it?
It's not on the level, no.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Probably not now. We're being 47.
It's never too late. It's never too late to get in the ring.
But when you've had sort of no experience,
sure,
you'd be like, you know, me saying to you,
go and jump on the football pitch.
Yeah, let's go.
He'd do a job though.
No, I know. Yeah,
well,
he's young and fit, isn't he? So you know what I mean. So
I can't kick a football into that guy.
But no, I don't know. Maybe possibly, but maybe not.
Okay, so no real headlines here from James Beattie. Possibly, but maybe not with regards to a Misfits fight. Thank you so much for joining us, James. Royston, thank you as well. You've been great today. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Definitely. We'll be back out in October with a bang.
Good stuff. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. That was the weigh-in process here. And now we are just hours away from finding out. Will the Piranha have his feeding time tomorrow night? Or will the Bomber blow him out of the water? It's Garner versus Bellotti live on DAZN. Join us from 7:30 tomorrow.